So today we have to move towards the next part of memory management. In last session, we have completed with one of the type of memory management system, that is continuous memory allocation system. We know already memory will be managed, or there are two types of memory management, that is contiguous and non-contiguous. Right? Contiguous memory management and non-contiguous memory management. Now, in this also, we have already discussed there is the fixed type and the other partition is the variable or the dynamic, static and the dynamic, or fixed or variable. Okay, this is the partition in the contiguous. In fixed, we have already discussed how the memory will be allocated to the processes, how the processes are allocated into the main memory, and what is the limitation or which are the problems can occur where in this fixed partition of contiguous memory allocation. That is internal fragmentation, external fragmentation was the part, right? Now, in the variable contiguous memory allocations, we have discussed there is different size of partition, or we can say continuous allocation we can do, but again, it may possible that there also external fragmentation can occur. There is no internal fragmentation because according to the requirement of process, according to the process requirement, we are allocating the memory. So there is no internal fragmentation, but external fragmentation can occur in the variable partition, right? Variable contiguous memory allocation. Now, again, the next type we have to discuss is the non-contiguous memory allocation. Now, the non-contiguous memory allocation is also having the two types, fixed and the variable, or also we can say the dynamic, static and the dynamic. इसमें सब parts आते हैं, that is the different part. That detail differentiation we have already, that hierarchy we have already discussed in the initial session of this memory management system. The main two parts are fixed and the variable. Okay, and this fixed non-contiguous allocation is called as the paging. Okay, fixed non-contiguous memory management is called as paging, and the variable non-contiguous memory allocation is called as segmentation. Paging and the segmentation. Fine. Now, what is this paging? That we have to first of all see. Before moving towards the paging, let us discuss something about the non-contiguous memory allocation. Now, suppose if I have, suppose this is my available memory, and here OS has already consumed some memory from this main memory, and here some portion is already occupied by some of the processes. Okay, and the remaining only part is 2 KB here, 2 KB here, and 2 KB. Okay, this is the current availability of the memory, and this is already occupied by some of the processes. Fine. Now, suppose if any one of the process arrives, okay, if any one of the process is ready for the execution with the size of 6 KB, okay, with the size of 6 KB. And if we are talking this about the contiguous memory allocation method, if we are talking this about the contiguous memory allocation, can we allocate this process into this given memory? Can we allocate? Is it possible? No. In the contiguous memory allocation, the problem is that we cannot span or cannot divide this process into the different parts. So we cannot place this P1 process here. If we have the 6 KB total or entire space is available, 6 KB, then only we can occupy this process, or we can say this P1 we can place into the memory, right? But in non-contiguous memory allocation, the difference is that we can divide the upcoming process into the different partition, okay, and we can allocate that process into the main memory. That is the basic difference, non-contiguous and the contiguous. Okay. Now here, because of this that dividation we cannot do in the contiguous memory allocation. Because of that, मतलब ये क्या था, कौन सा example था कि P1 process we cannot put into this memory. This is called as the fragment, external fragmentation. Right? This is the part of fragmentation which is called as the external fragmentation, that any new process you cannot put into the memory. This is called as the external fragmentation. So that was the limitation, external fragmentation. So this we are removing into the non-contiguous memory allocation. In Viva questions or in MCQs also, this question can come. कि क्या limitation है, what is the difference, or which limitation you are overcoming into this non-contiguous. The main motto or the main important thing which we are overcoming here is the external fragmentation. Okay, now how we allocate this, that is the main part. What happens here is, whatever the available holes, or we can say these available memory spaces in this memory, whatever the available memory spaces or the holes are available here, that will be verified first. क्या किया जाता है, इस जितने भी हैं, whatever the spaces are available, these are very first of all verified कि कितने कितने size के allocated available हैं, and then only according to that this process dividation will be done. Okay, this is the first thing we are simply discussing. What we have to do is, जितने available spaces है वो हम देख रहे हैं, we are verifying that, and accordingly this process we are dividing into the partition according to the availability of this memory. Okay, and these partitions, or we can say this availability is dynamically is dynamic, we can say. Why? Because it may possible after some time, suppose this process, whoever is executing here, this process has terminated. Okay, and this 1 KB is also so within a fraction of second or in the next moment, ye, with this 6 KB, this plus 1 KB is also available, right? So उस moment पे इस P1 का distribution या फिर कुछ दूसरी process if it is available, then उसका dividation may change. So this is very time consuming process. ये जो dynamic allocation we are talking about, this is very time consuming. They, according to the availability of memory, we are dividing the process which is available in the ready queue, and then we are placing that all the partitions into this memory. This is very time consuming process. Okay, so solution for that is the paging. Paging, which is the part of non-contiguous memory allocation. Non-contiguous आया, बस दिमाग में एक ही चीज रखनी है कि हम जो है हमारी process, we can divide it into the different parts and we can allocate or we can place those partitions into the memory and we can execute that process. Okay, that is the main thing. Now, as I said, we do not have to depend upon the availability. What we are doing here, we are dividing this process. Okay, suppose this is a process, we are dividing this process into the equal number of parts. Okay, this is my process. What we are doing, we are simply dividing into the equal number of parts. Now this each partition is called as the pages. Okay, and this pages or this process will be residing initially into the secondary memory. This is our secondary memory. Processes are always residing into the secondary memory initially, right? Whenever they are ready and whenever CPU will fetch into the RAM or into the primary memory for the execution, that will be fetched from the secondary to the primary, right? But before that, they are residing into the second memory. And in secondary memory itself, we are dividing the processes into the equal number of partition. And each partition is called as the pages. Fine, yahan tak clear hai? Now, what we are doing here, the main memory whatever the main memory you have. Suppose this is a RAM. Okay. This RAM is also going to divide it. We are also going to divide this into the equal number of pages. Okay. ये हमारा RAM है. Whatever the size of pages is there is equals to the size or the partition which is available into this RAM. Now the RAM which we are dividing, this each partition is called as the frames. Try to link this all the parts. Okay, connect it raho, link karo ye sab kuch. What I am explaining is, first we have one process which is available into the secondary memory. We are dividing this process into the different number of partitions. Okay, and now this is each partition we are calling it as a pages. Fine. I'm saying that on the other part, this is our RAM, and RAM also we are going to divide it into the equal number of partitions. Okay, and that partition or this each partition size will be equal to the size of the pages. इसका जो भी size रहेगा ये size इस page के size के जितना ही रहेगा. But this partition of the RAM is called as the frames. This is all about we are talking about the RAM. इसको कहेंगे frames, इसको कहेंगे pages. And here pages is equals to the size of page is equals to size of frame. Always remember this. Size of page is equals to the size of frame. Okay, this is the main memory partition, which is called as the frame. Fine. Now, let me give you one example to explain this. Suppose okay. Now this is my frame size or this is my RAM. Okay, which is of total 8 KB. ठीक है, ये मेरा RAM है which is of 8 KB. Now here I have total 4 processes available. This is my P1. Suppose this is P2, P3, and somewhere P4 is available. Okay, and size of this all processes is 2 KB, 2 KB, 2 KB, and 2 KB. Fine, this is my RAM. And these are all processes which are residing into the secondary memory. Fine. Now I'm saying that these all processes will be divided into the partition, and this each partition is called as the pages. And this partition of the RAM is called as the frames. Now each partition of these pages or each partition of this process will be fetched out by the CPU into this RAM. Okay. अभी initially this RAM is empty. अभी यहाँ पे कोई process है नहीं. So in that case, your partition of the processes can reside in a contiguous manner also. Priority उसी की रहेगी कि अगर availability है, memory is available, then your processes will reside continuously into the main memory. Fine. But if the memory is available in different places, बीच में कहीं दूसरी process है जो बाद में free हुई, like that. Okay, मतलब memory कहीं बाद में free हुआ, then in that case you can divide or you can place this process into the different places. But if initially if we have all the place available, then simply we have to keep continuous manner. So suppose I am putting this P1 के दो parts है ना हमारे पास, दो partitions है. So P1 I am putting here. Suppose P2, P3, and P4. अब दो frames हमने क्यों लिए? Because every process is having 2 partition. 2 pages है यहाँ पे हर एक process के. 01 01 01 01, right? So every process is having 2 pages that we have kept into the RAM. Now after some time, suppose this P2 has done its execution. क्या हुआ कि after some time this P2 has done its execution and consider this P4 also completed its execution. Okay, so now this space is free. This space is free. After some time, when it is terminated, this space will be free. Okay, and the new process arrived, and the new process which will arrive with the P5, which is P5 with the size of 4 KB. Consider P5 will arrive with the size of 4 KB. Now in that case, if we are applying this paging, if we are using the paging technique, now this P5 will be divided into the pages in secondary memory itself. Secondary memory में ही इस P5 का क्या होगा, partition किया जाएगा. And here in this main memory we have 4 pages, or sorry, 4 frames available. ठीक है? So each partition of this process will be kept here. यहाँ पे 2 रखे जाएंगे, यहाँ पे पहला, यहाँ पे this is the 0th, this is the first. 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so 0, 1 will be kept here and 2 and the 3 will be kept in this frame जहाँ पे ये खाली हुआ था. ठीक है? So this is called as the paging, or paging which is non-contiguous memory allocation. Even if अगर scenario, if the same scenario is available for the contiguous memory allocation, so in such case we cannot put this P5 process into the main memory. ये फिर ऐसे ही वेस्ट जाता. Total charge KB जो available है, that will be waste. Okay, so we have allocated now P5 process into the RAM. This is the non-contiguous memory allocation of paging. Now remember one thing, one more point here comes कि this ये जो mapping है, now CPU whenever suppose CPU wants to retrieve something, okay, CPU को अगर कुछ retrieve करना है, then CPU will talk about only logical address. मतलब there are again 2 parts come. One is P and the D, and one is F and the D. Now what is this P, D and FD? This P is nothing but the page number and this D is the descriptor. Okay, and here F is the frame number and D is here again descriptor. Sorry. One more thing, that every page will have its own page table. Okay, every page will have its own page table. Now what this page table will contain? This page table will always have the page number, जो भी इसका पेज नंबर रहेगा, इसमें इंडेक्स रहेगा, which will show कि ये पेज हमारा फ्रेम में कहाँ पे रिसाइड कर रहा है, and what is the page number of that, what is the index of that page. मतलब इस प्रोसेस में 2 पार्टीशन है, 0 and the 1. Okay, so this 0 is residing where in this RAM, that will be present, that status will be present into this page number. Sorry, give me a minute. Yes, so I was saying about that every page, every process will have one page table, okay, which will have the entry of P. This is for page number. This will tell us about the page number, and this second column is for frame number, जो हमें ये बताएगा कि this page, for example ये P1 ले लो कि ये 0th page is present in the RAM at 0th frame. अभी यहाँ पे coincidentally ऐसा हुआ है कि we are having the contiguous memory available, so we have allocated like this continue manner में, right? तो यहाँ पे 0th frame में ही क्या था, 0th page was available. Now suppose here the P3, ठीक है, suppose this is the P3 process. नाउ P3 0 जो है, P3 का जो 0 प्रोसेस है उसका अलग से टेबल अपना रहेगा. P3, सपोज दिस इज द P3 table, this is the P3 page table. The same columns P3 page table will have P, that is the page number, and this will be the frame number. Now 0th page is available at frame number 4. So this will have the entry in the page table. Page and the frame number same. कितने कितने यहाँ पे ये हैं, 2 pages है. So this table will have the 2 entries, 2 rows will be having. So first page is available at 5th frame. Okay, so this is the entry of the page table. वाइवा में क्वेश्चन पूछा सकता है, what is the page table, how the entries will be done. So the entries will be done like this. Whatever the pages we have for the process, that much entries we are having in the page table. Fine. Page number and the frame number. Now whenever CPU is driving this P, I was saying about this P and the D, F and the D. Now P is what? This P is representing the page number, which is used as index, into a page table which contains the base address. Okay, base address of each page in the physical memory. I will repeat for one more time. This P is nothing but the page number, which is used as an index into a page table which contains the base address of each pages in physical memory. Fine. Now what is this D? This D is called as descriptive, as well as also called as the page offset. The page offset. Now this page offset is nothing but ये page offset क्या होता है कि which is combined with the base address to define the physical memory address, which will be sent to the memory unit. Now why we are sending this to the memory unit? Because your MMU, that is memory management unit, ये एक different part आता है ना hardware का. So this MMU, memory management unit, what it does, it maps the address. कौन सा address map करता है? Logical to physical mapping. Logical to physical mapping of the addresses. It will be done by the MMU. Now what it exactly do, logical to physical, means whenever CPU will retrieve, CPU wants to retrieve any bit or any page, okay, any bit or any page from the secondary memory, then CPU will simply say कि जैसे यहाँ पे अगर CPU ये execute कर रहा है, then CPU will ask, give me the data for this fourth frame. CPU क्या कहेगा? It will ask only for the 4th frame. But it is not possible. मतलब अगर 4th number से ही if we are retrieving from the page table also or from this paging also, is it possible? No, because P3 के पास सिर्फ 0 and 1 ही index है, यहाँ पे 4 index है ही नहीं. Okay, so this mapping is the different part. यहाँ का address, this is the logical address, this is the physical address. Okay, this frame representation is the physical address and this is the logical address. Sorry, this is the हाँ. तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? When CPU is retrieving this, we need this mapping, logical to physical mapping we require. So this mapping will be done by this MMU. And how this MMU is going to perform? By using this page table. Okay, by using this page table. Now exactly